There it goes. Connecting. Yay. Welcome back to Radio Free Fredonia, where I and my lovely co-host Lady Styx and our unofficial co-host Mr. Pink are joined by our bestest, most loved Mr. Always Right Maddie. I see Dire Sith is with us. Thank you, Dire Sith, for hanging out. And is that his spar? I think that is. It's doing that thing where it changes and makes the name short. And we have with us our special guest for tonight, Todd again, who is the line developer for Aether Stream, which includes Interceptor and Leviathan, and also the L. Ross Babcock, who's of course going to discuss the L. No, I'm kidding. I don't think he was.
Only if I'm asked.
Sorry, only if you what?
Only if I'm asked.
Only if you're asked? Okay. But what we were going to discuss is the Babylonian fleet, the Kickstarter, Interceptor, Leviathan, all of those good things. Yes, it is probably for Lord Ross Babcock. I mean, because it doesn't stand for Space Pope unless it's a weird foreign, alien L that doesn't make it.
I mean, Lord is like the shortened form.
Yes, Lord is the shortened form for Lyndon. I mean, most of the letters are there. And obviously, he likes being the Space Pope. He even won a round at the game we played at Gen Con. Ernie, is that you?
Oh, how many indie Ernies can there be?
Right? Ernie's never made it before.
I got the message I couldn't miss out. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm super excited. Everybody meet Ernie. Ernie's awesome. Yeah. Ernie, meet everybody.
Hi,
Ernie.
I get to see Ernie every year at Gen Con. And Ernie is awesome.
Right.
Hi, Ernie.
Ernie's...
Hey, Todd.
Yeah, see, he knows Todd and Ross pretty well. Ernie, you got to meet Maddie.
She's calling you awesome.
Oh, awesome.
But she also calls a lot of the rest of us awesome. Which
I love you guys.
Really brings into question her judgment.
Hey,
oh my gosh.
You lumping me in with that? I'm okay with that.
Ernie is great. Ernie and I have a good time, like hanging out every time. Like we need to go to dinner next year, Ernie.
Absolutely. But you're always working. I mean, Ross has got you. Oh
no!
Although the last couple of times I was there, he let you like escape, so it was good.
Yeah, this last time I only got
to the circus.
Oh, we could invite him to the circus. I love that.
Circus is always good.
It's a really fun game. Everybody loved it. Circus Maximus, Circus Imperium, Circus Imperium. There you go. I this year I didn't get away hardly at all because when I was away I was filming for like Facebook Live or X or something. It is Hespar. Hi Hespar. All right. So we are talking Leviathan tonight.
Hashtag big ships.
Size matters.
Size matters.
Size matters. And obviously everyone here has lots of size because they're here and they like big ships. Ernie, have you seen some of my really, really, really not so good size matters jokes on social media?
I have been seeing that. And that's the real reason I wanted to make it to this because
I need better jokes.
Leviathan, I mean, well, no, not at all. I mean, I'm really excited for this game and for what's coming out and just what the scenario that Todd had put together and then the after action was really good. Thanks for putting the detail on that. But that was a lot of fun. And I think Ross got to hear me when I was talking to a couple of people at the booth. It was definitely scratched an itch that is kind of lacking right now in the whole big ship combat games. So Yeah, I'm
we
definitely
are
excited
the
for
big
it.
ship combat games. It's us.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
And the Babylonian fleet is just freaking epic. Like, I really like the look
Oh,
of it. Todd says the next fleet will be really cool, but I think I'm sold on this one.
Hey, you can have your preferences.
We're not going to stop
Side split.
anybody from having favorites. That's not how this works.
Ernie, which
Everything
one's
can
your
be your
favorite so far? Ernie.
oh, did I get cut off there?
Yeah, which one's your favorite so far?
Yeah.
Which ship or which faction?
Which faction?
Oh, I'm the Babylonian stuff is really the BU stuff is really drawing my attention. Although going up against the Leviathan was was pretty telling. That was a lot of fun. I you know what? As much as I like the look of the Babylonian, playing the Imperium was really cool too. So it just goes to speak for. I can't decide. I'm going to end up getting all three. And
All right, Maddie, I think you
That
said the Calistonians, right? So far?
In truth, I love everything, including the stuff that hasn't come yet, because that's how you know it's really cool. But yeah, I do kind of like the Calistonians, especially in the fiction.
We hadn't noticed.
Well, actually, I mean, that's been something that gets asked a lot lately, is that about the lore, about the fiction. And I know, because we were talking about it a little bit earlier tonight before you got there, Todd, that a lot of the information on the factions is actually in the Interceptor book, but there is stuff about it in the Leviathan core book. And I know, what is it, the campaign setting adds more to that? Is that right? Did I get it right? Todd, you're muted.
We will continue to add background and stories set in Etherstream as we can. Every product will expand upon some aspect of the story.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't get to my mute button quick enough. Just like a regular work meeting.
So
But yeah, so
tell me a little bit
we're
about
going to try to fit as much as we can in the campaign guide. But
tell me a little bit
yeah,
about the
and I've
lore
got
for the Calistonians. Since Maddie's so into them. Sell me on it.
I'm biased though, so I can't do that. Because I'll tell the true story and not the published story.
oh, that's a good point. I got to be careful.
Oh. Is this like everything else with FASA, where there's what we tell people, what we hint at, and the truth?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's true. Lady Six, in case you've forgotten about like with Shadowrun and all the earlier stuff, this has been an ongoing thing
Hey.
with FASA.
I am not. I don't disagree. I just think it's, yes, a badly kept open secret.
Okay, how about
Of course,
this?
my definition of true story and Todd's are probably pretty different.
Unreliable narrators. Which one of you do we decide is right? I mean, that's another long-term
We're
FASA.
both right and we're both wrong, and it depends on who you like more.
All right. What about, tell me something about the Babylonians. Like, if someone was interested in the lore behind the Babylonians, what would they need to know?
Let me think about that one for a second. I would say, if they've been following any of the story, like how the Commonwealth, was once the entire unified power, things are factioning off, people are splitting up. I guess the Babylonians, in my head, and in what I've written so far that's out there in the public, is that they're probably still the ones that may carry the ideals of the original Commonwealth, of bringing people together and being a unified, less war, more working together kind of thing for a better future.
Oh, so like they're the Borg. They're just gonna like take you over and put things in
Well,
your brain.
I'd say more the Federation than the Borg. I mean, if we're gonna, they're not trying to assimilate you.
Oh,
They just want to,
that's the
Just
easiest
wanna
way,
get
right?
along.
yeah, get along. Why we've got this entire galaxies to
But
explore?
these
Why are we
really-
busy fighting over these piddly resources?
Well, and that makes sense. I mean, that's valid. I was gonna say.
But if you're going to come at us, we're going to be ready.
Yeah, I was gonna say they have aggressive looking ships, so I'm assuming they have good
Oh, yeah.
weaponry.
Yeah, well, they see the writing on the wall.
Apparently, not everybody
Somebody's gonna
wants to be
take a
friends.
shot. Yeah, exactly. Somebody's going to take a shot, and they're going to be ready for it.
So, what's the big one, like the Leviathan, or the Calstonian Hydra? What's the big one called for the Babylonians? Ross.
You can put me on the spot. Oh, good. Yeah,
Ross.
go, Ross. Go.
Go, Ross.
Hammurabi.
Thank you.
I love teasing Ross about not knowing all the ships.
Well, I know that one.
Cool, name the others.
Yeah.
You need to learn this by
Well, there's
Saturday.
Bob, and there's Joe, and there's Chuck, but we don't talk about Chuck.
There's the Galu, the Lamastu, the Flame of Uruk.
We need a pronunciation guide for some of these.
Yeah, there's
I'm
one.
probably totally butchering whatever it is, but I'm going with it.
There was one that I was completely butchering the name on. Let me see if I can. And for anyone
The
curious, the last week's with Todd is up. So there's the Galu, the Griffin, there's like the Lamasu.
Yes.
Okay, Flame of
I would
Uruk,
say Lamasu, but you could be
Ziggurat.
perfectly
I say
correct.
Lamastu. So, yeah.
Dromedary, and the Hammurabi. I think the worst one to pronounce is the
Lamasu.
Lamasu. Because is it Lamasu,
You left out-
Lamasu? Like, I don't know.
You left out the Flame of Uruk and the Ziggurat.
Well, Ziggurat I can pronounce, and Flame of Uruk I can pronounce.
Flame of Uruk in Gandalf's voice. I mean, that's the only way I can hear that.
Oh, that's a thing.
Yeah, it's sort of what they say to the Balrog, Flame of Uruk or
Thou
something like that.
shalt not pass. Yeah, the whole thing.
You have to say the whole thing.
That's exactly it. Yeah, it's that speech.
Oh,
So
it's
I can
big
only hear
speech,
Flame
so
of
yeah.
Uruk.
All right, and I see you've got one of the space stations out, Ross.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the communication thingy. But what's the thing up in the... That's like a paper cutout of something? Because that's not a communication array, that's not a space station. There's a communication thingy. Sorry. The Very Large Communication Array. Otherwise
Yeah.
known as a communication thingy.
Yes.
Hi, Smug Redman. Welcome to the party.
Thank you.
So okay, so there's the communication thingy, there's the special unit carrier. But what's the paper cutout, Ross?
Have you got a name for that yet, Todd?
Oh, dang it. What did we have the other day, Maddie? That's the big one, right?
Yeah.
We
What
had
was
a-
it?
we-
Excalibur?
Mm,
Was that it?
I don't think we settled on a name. We had a naming theme.
Ah, yeah.
Excalibur was on the list.
Okay,
Yeah.
so maybe we don't know the name yet, but is that part of Babylonian fleet? Is this something different? What is this?
Well, there are 5 factions. Babylonians are the 3rd.
Is this from
Allied
the
Worlds is going to be the 4th.
Is this from Allied Worlds then?
Yes.
Oh, so is it their big ship? It's their Leviathan-esque? Okay. Can you bring it up closer to the camera so we can get a better look?
I'm going to do something different,
Okay.
and hopefully I don't turn myself off here. Let's see. Bear with me. Continue on.
Okay, so so the Babylonians kind of want to unify. Hi, Leyland LaFay. Welcome.
Thank you.
Feel free to jump in if you guys have questions, because my questions may be stupid and not helpful. That's why we have all the smart people here. So, while Ross is trying to figure something out,
Well, does that work?
I don't know. What did you do? I have a blank
does.
screen. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me see if I can.
Ooh. You
Yeah.
have to click that watch
I have to.
screen.
Yeah, I have to change the. Oh wow. So that's like the early art for it.
Nearly final art for it.
That's okay. Todd,
That's-
it is
that's-
pretty. I don't know that I'm gonna like it more than the Babylonian, but it is pretty. I will give you that. You were correct. It is pretty.
I think they're pretty sleek. I like them.
All right. So, all right. Does anybody have any questions about the Babylonians or about the Kickstarter, so that I don't take up everybody's time if they have a question? And if you don't feel like talking, you can always type it, and Lady Six will help make sure that I catch those things. Like Maddie, the dromedary does have a bit of a resemblance. Oh, yeah, I can see that. Okay. Lady Six, you don't mind helping me keep an eye on that, right? Lady Six fell asleep. I'm going to poke her with the pokey stick. There you are.
Yeah.
She's roboting.
Well, and that's funny because she lives more in town than I do.
With all the different.
A different town, but she definitely lives much more in town than I do. All right, so that's really cool. All right, but let's go back to the Babylonians because we're not there yet. We've got the Babylonians Kickstarted right now, and also the space station and the special carrier and the very large communication array. You want to show off some of the ships a little bit better, Ross?
Sure. Which would people like to see?
Anybody got a pick?
All the shinies.
Sorry, which one?
What was that?
All the shinies.
All the shinies.
All
Yes.
the shinies.
Good helping. Good helping. Ooh,
Hey,
which
that's
one's
what I'm
the
here
Flame
for.
of Ulrich? Let's see if he gets it right. Which one's the Flame of Ulrich? Okay, Todd, did he
believe-
get it right?
No, it's probably that one then.
See,
Anyway,
I gotta
here's
get the
this one.
Kickstarter up so I can find out which one it is.
The Flame's got the spinal mount. So
Yeah,
Yeah, that one's got a
it's
spot
very
out too, though.
kind of rectangular.
I think that's the ziggurat that he's got.
I believe you're correct.
Solid carrier. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the cigarette. All right.
Oh, here's me talking on mute again. Been a long day. I'm like, I'm saying the name. Nobody.
We are tech savvy. We are not tech savvy.
I think that's the Flame of Uruk.
Yeah, that's the Flame of
the one with
Uruk.
the spinal.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're gonna put Ernie in charge.
Oh God, no. Now those are the injection ones, right, Ross?
These are
prototypes.
Pre-production prototypes. They're actually, I learned today, resin casts out of silicon molds.
Okay.
Based on their engineering changes. So the space station is, the main body is a resin print. The bottom is a filament print. All the everything will be a resin print that we don't get into injection molds. We'll probably make our first stretch goal so that the dromedary and the whatever that one is, the griffin, will be injection molded.
Can you show off the one with the movable wings again?
Oh, that one's
That
really
one,
cool.
yeah.
So here he is with wings down. And with wings spread.
Isn't that sweet?
That's for when he makes a turn, he can knock all the fighter groups off the board.
Clean sweep.
Yeah.
And I just got to say, I really like having Ross's hands in there so you can see how big some of these things really are.
Oh yeah, no, they're sizable. They really are. That
but
one
it's just-
is at least 12 inches, I think. He's gonna get a tape measure.
Of course.
No, I was not complaining about that. I mean,
So it's
do
actually
like having
11
my
and a
hands-
quarter.
11 and a quarter.
11 and a
Wow,
quarter.
I was close. So, I was
11
close.
and a quarter inches long, but it's really girthy.
It Maddie.
Oh, good.
Good job, Maddie. Thank
Size
you.
matters.
Thank you, Maddie. Good job. That's why we love Maddie. All right. LaFay or Smug Redman, do you guys have questions or something you want to see in particular? Or really good size matters jokes? You know,
Yeah, I'm just following along and looking at everything on the website as well.
I was
No,
gonna say,
no
just be
problem.
aware of the fact that if it's a really good size matter joke, she may steal it for marketing.
I will totally steal it because, like, I'm going to have to look up size matters jokes for the next week. Which is probably
memes are a good place to start with that because most people aren't going to remember the really great size matters jokes from 10 years ago.
that's
So
a good idea.
There's always the ability to just go ahead and riff off of all the jokes people have forgotten or were wounded by, so they don't really want to remember them.
There you go.
Hey Ross, you're on the station. How many of the pods does the station come with?
The complete set comes with 7.
Okay. And there are how many module slots? 6?
7.
7. Okay.
So you can put
5
all
in the
7.
front, 2 in the back.
Oh.
And there is a connector module that will allow you to connect multiple station main bodies together.
How many? So I know you can do 3, and I think you said somebody said they could do 5. Can you actually put 5 space stations together?
If you get clever with geometry, anything is possible. But 3 is,
Oh,
we
I think we need to create a scenario for that.
Oh, absolutely. My thought was, then what if we could make like the connector go up so we could have like groups of 3 kind of spiral.
you always want to push the envelope for the third dimension there, Todd, right?
Well,
Size matters.
Yeah, size
Yeah,
matters.
there
We're
you
with
go.
Todd. Good vote. Good vote.
Yeah, which is great, but I'm the one that has to write the rules for it.
I was going to say that. Yes.
That's a you problem, Todd. That's not a me problem. That's a you.
Oh,
So-
always right. Maddie has the solution.
Does he? I have to go over
Yep,
there.
stacking
and go look.
models is not allowed. It's in the rules. It's in the rules.
Wait. What?
We're not allowed to stack models.
Who is that actually in the rule book? Does it actually say that?
That is it. It does. Yeah. Part of movement. You can't like stack them on top of each other.
Boo. Okay, wait. So you put up something. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you for putting the Kickstarter link up in there, Maddie. You're awesome. I was gonna ask because I know that you did a scenario at Gen Con, and I know Ernie was involved in creating it and playing in it. You guys want
Just playing.
Just playing? You guys want to tell us how it
Yeah.
went?
Yeah, I can. I think Todd would be better at it, but I can give from just being on the Calistonian side of it. It was completely asymmetric. One Leviathan and what, three? Was it three smaller ships,
Yeah,
Todd?
2 javelins,
Two javelins, and then a host of
fighters.
squadrons.
Yep.
Yeah. And then our side was what, two dire wolves, a Hydra,
Firestorm. No
Firestorm,
Hydra.
and a
Yep.
wild host.
Yep.
Yeah, and then assorted squadrons. So I mean, just we were playing. I think the other players really working along with the scenario, but um, the whole thing about how fast we entered in played a role in how quickly we were able to close with the Leviathan and the Leviathan table presence. Someone was making comment about how big it is. It was a big draw to everyone that walked by because they saw a bunch of big ships duking it out on two maps. So um, it was a lot of maneuver for the Calistonians. We're just using our speed, trying to get into the right arcs, and there was a lot of tactics and a lot of teamwork with each side. Um, some lucky dice rolls that really played into it, but I've got to remember with the Olympus captain when we took down his forward shield. I mean, he was completely crestfallen, and the battle sort of swung back and forth. Um, it was a lot of fun playing this scenario because you went from the highs of, yeah, we took down the shield, but yeah, we lost a lot of ships getting it done. Um, I think the scenario worked in terms of the reinforcement wave that came on. Um, I think when when my buddy Mike and I were talking to Todd, sort of in between turns, about how some of the different kind of scenario objectives could be worked into it. Because I think during the pre-brief, Todd had mentioned, we can, we're trying to take out I'm going to say very large array. We're trying to take out the satellite dish, um, or we chase off the Olympus as the battle conditions or the wind conditions. When it looked really dire, I know some of us were talking, well, how do we just kill a satellite and just get away with our lives? Um, so I think that's the kind of things that we would incorporate into a scenario. Um, how do we kill it? Or if there's the other objective of stealing data, how do we incorporate that into the game as well? I think the different scenarios, that's what will make uh, the scenarios really shine, that it's not just side versus side, wipe out the other, you're trying to table the other force. No, it's a achieve your strategic objectives even if you lose tactically the battle.
Sounds like it was
What
a
I
lot of
leave out,
fun.
Todd? Oh, it was a blast. It was a blast.
Yeah, no, I think you captured it for sure. Yeah, I don't think you really left anything out. The only thing I would have to add to that is just like, from years of, after the years of working on the game and, all of us, play testing it and playing it, in the background, to see a group of players engage with the game and be excited about it was like amazing.
I will say everybody who
Yeah.
I've talked to who played it loved Leviathan. At all of the demos at Origins and Gen Con and anywhere we've taken it. Also, by the way, Hexel, glad you could make it. And Earhart, welcome. If you guys have questions,
Thanks.
comments, jump right in. If you want to see something
have one.
closer, just say so. We'll make that happen.
Those are some big ships.
Because size
Got
matters.
I've got a question that goes back to months ago now when we had the last one that I was in. Did the rules for rolling the ships get posted anywhere? Anybody remember that conversation?
This is what, like 2 years ago at Gen Con or something around there?
No, it
Or
was
was this online?
it
Last
was online.
last
one of
year,
the,
the very first of these.
It was earlier this year.
Yeah. Oh, I do remember talking about, I don't remember I remember the original Leviathan had rule for rolling the
Right.
ships. We
Right.
currently do not have that in Leviathan. I do have it on my notes to write it up as see if I can figure out a way to write it up as an option.
Right. Okay.
Rolling ships has made it into fiction, though.
That's a
So
start.
use your
All the better.
That's a
imagination.
good start. All right.
But yeah, I have not forgotten it. It's just a matter of getting things done. And
I understand completely.
We like to throw lots and lots of things at Todd so his head explodes. I think that's a thing. Right, Todd?
yeah, that's great. I love it.
You
Hey,
love it
Ross,
when we
can
make
you
your
show the? Oh, sorry. Go
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, Ross, can you show the stands again? I was thinking about one thing that during the game, especially when large capital ships were starting to close on each other. Is there a way to make those, or can you design longer or taller mounts, especially when the ships start closing?
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
that's
that
why.
happened a lot too.
Yeah, but that's why they're magnets. You could pull them off and just go under them.
Yeah.
I like that part.
Yeah,
I also
and
like
take 'em off
magnets.
the-
Yeah. You just put your hand down on the base and you
Getting
pull them
some-
off.
Some sun glare here.
Oh, you have sun still?
I have sun still.
I don't think
It's
I have
only like
sun
5
anymore.
o'clock where he is.
I know.
6
No,
o'clock.
6:30. Yep.
6:30 now.
Yeah. I forget I'm not in Florida still, so my time zones are off.
So
That was actually cool too, Todd, when the Leviathan was providing cover for that smaller ship. It was
Yeah.
screening in the front arc. Yeah.
Again, we're back into the what is a capital cost and how many different variations of stands can we support and that kind of thing.
Sure. No, that makes sense.
But I don't know.
It's a cool idea.
I like the idea of having varied heights. I know that maybe we
Yeah.
can't afford to do that, but maybe could that be an STL? I know we don't sell STL files, but could we do STL files
Maybe
for
a
people who want
stretch
different
goal?
heights? A stretch goal for different heights, maybe?
Yeah.
On the next Kickstarter? I don't know. We'll think about it, see if we can bounce some ideas. Because it's not a bad plan.
Yeah, that sounds like it sounds like something like I see on Etsy all the time when people pimp their games and everything. It's just a matter of coming up with the right distance between the magnets, having the right polarity, and then attaching to the top, and then but it's just a thought. I mean, I do like the fact that you can take the stand off, put it underneath larger ships, or just like in your example in the upper left, how it just naturally sets under there. But that was a cool aspect to the game that we had to deal with, because it was something. Well, how do we deal with this now? We've got a screening ship that's going to cover the front arc. So
Right, sacrifice those javelins. Yeah, it was the stands were designed to, allow fighters to touch bases essentially. But we didn't go through all the possible combinations about what happens when these two want to be right next to each other. They can't do it. And we don't want to make the stands too high, because then we have knock them over, and no matter how much clear coat you put on your painted miniature, knocking them over is not good for them. So trade-offs.
Yeah, and it, and I think for the most part, like, it didn't come up too often, like when I was running like the demo scenarios and such. But when it was, if it did look like it'd be a problem, yeah, we would just pull one off the stand and just leave the stand in its place, and it until there's space again for them to be reattached,
and
that worked fine.
Again, it's part of the psychology of close range is 5 hexes. And depending on how big an area you're playing on, you don't have to get right up next to it unless you're a fighter, or unless you're screening, as in the challenge scenario. And that's that just takes playing the game and understanding that you don't have to be right next to it. You can be 3 or 4 hexes away and still get the same shot.
Didn't ramming come up in our game too, Todd?
Ramming comes up in every game.
Yes, it does. But it was truly, I mean, I think the way you argued it is, these are not snub fighters. These are capital ships that it doesn't bode well for your captain's renown if he's ramming ships, right? So.
Yeah, but it is a valid tactic, I guess, in some desperation scenarios. But we put the rule in because people asked for it, and
yeah, I think it was after the Leviathan took out like 4 ships in a volley that we were like, okay, maybe ramming is valid here.
Yeah, I mean, that could be an act of desperation at that point.
Yeah, right.
How does it work, rules wise? Well, everyone talks about it, but no one's told me how it does. How you do it.
I could pull out the rule book and go over it with you. I don't recall the exact steps off the top of my head, but it starts with your captain making an impassioned speech to convince the crew to throw their lives on the line for queen and country or such. And if they survive making that role without getting the crew to mutiny on them, or at least kick them out of the captain's chair.
Because isn't there a mutiny type of thing in the advanced rules?
It is on there. It is, yeah. But so first they convince the crew to do it, and then it's just all a matter of positioning the ship and actually executing, ramming it into it with a series of dice rolls.
I bet you it's hard to convince everybody to die.
Size matters. Little ship running into a big ship bodes ill for the little ship. Maybe not so much for the big ship.
Yeah, I would say that taking your little squadron, fighters isn't going to do much against the big ships.
May I ask a question?
Sure.
Are any of the models that I'm currently looking at fighters?
Fighters, you say?
Interceptor fighter squadrons? No. There's one now.
Oh.
And that's not really a fighter. That's supposed to represent a squadron.
It would be a fighter in interceptor, and Leviathan it becomes a squadron. Right. Yep. But so this is why size matters.
So the smaller ones are what, like frigates, you said?
Yeah, I'm looking at this. I'm seeing what looks like capital ships. And I'm guessing frigates or are
Yeah,
carrier.
basically, yeah, it's your various sizes of warships. So like, of course, the big
Man.
guy, the Leviathan, is our massive ship, and then you got your scouts and frigates and carriers and whatnot.
Yeah, you got all your bases covered here.
Yeah, it's
And
And a
also, the
couple of
nice
space
thing is
stations.
those smaller ships come in pairs in the box versus like the big, like Flame of Uruk is one ship, but the smaller one in the top center, those usually come in pairs in the box.
Yeah, and I think they were running around $50 for the pair on the Calistonian and the Commonwealth, or the medium-sized ones were $50 for a single. Until you got to, of course, Leviathan and for the Calistonians, the Hydra. Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Nice. Look like they'd be a lot of fun to paint.
I'm actually.
Oh, yeah. The ones you've been putting up, Andy, on the Discord
Mhm.
have been phenomenal.
Those are
So, yeah.
one of the several of the people who are in our Discord painted, and they let me use the pictures and stuff and post them. Like, people are doing such a fantastic job. Maddie's done some beautiful ones. Let me go find the other gentleman's name, because I know his real name is John, but his name on here is not that. Let me find him.
Maddie just posted some really cool ones with he did some UV fluorescing paint on an ogre that he just posted in text. That's really cool.
We have an active group, so it's gonna take me a second. Oh, sorry, I got caught up looking at Maddie's stuff. Maddie, you're distracting, even when you're quiet, turns out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. But yeah, I'm trying to find John's name on here. Oh, look at that one. Damn it, Maddie. Very distracting today. Oh, wow. Is that your shipment that you just got, Maddie?
Which photo?
It's got like 4 Leviathans and a couple of
that
Hydras.
that was only 2/5 of it.
Oh, wow. There he is, Z Kraken. Oh, I haven't seen this one. I must have missed it. Oh, wow, that one's gorgeous. I'm going to steal his picture.
Is that coming out of the state?
Really quick.
Ugh.
Save image. And I'll ask him later before I
We've
move
got some
it
really
to.
good painters in the community.
Yeah, hold on. I will ask him before I put it on like major social media, but I'm gonna move it over here really quick. But he goes by Z Kraken.
Those are some Calistonians. God, I love those ships.
Those are real sharp.
Yeah, they are.
They're cool
There it
models.
is.
I
Really
would
cool.
love to paint some battle damage ships. That's like my favorite thing to do with large models.
Oh, yeah, no, that's one of the ones, Maddie, that I stopped and was looking at, I think. That I said was distracting, because that's gorgeous. And then I just posted one that Z Kraken painted. I don't know if you guys have seen this one, but again, some of the painting you guys have done has been beautiful.
Yeah, that's why I like the larger models. You have so much better opportunities for stuff like this.
Agreed. Yeah. And because they're base modeled for their factions, you can really add your highlights in and put in a good wash.
That.
Yeah. Or put in that panel detailing.
Those are Maddie painted ones.
Is that a decal or is that freehanded for the front?
It's all freehand.
Yeah.
It's all freehand? Nice.
Yeah.
I am waiting to see someone do a set that is purposely aged and designed to look like they've just been out there forever. That's what I'm personally waiting for. I think that'll be really cool.
I think someone did something like that a while ago. I forget his name. Hasn't posted in the last month or so, but there was one fellow who was doing some Commonwealth ships that were really scratched up looking. I thought they were really cool.
See,
There's
those
a
those
lot.
are
I'll have to
things
go
I'm not
back
allowed
and
to
check that
touch.
out.
So I'm not allowed to touch those at Gen Con because I drop things too much.
Do you have any objection to me sharing a photo of my battle-damaged Flame of Uruk model,
Of course
Ross?
not.
No. Maddie,
Just thought I'd ask.
Maddie had some, how shall we call it, printing failures.
Yeah.
Happy accidents.
No, not happy.
But not after it's the third or fourth try. And
That's
How
a Bob
bad?
Ross one, right?
I have to jump back over.
I'd love to do some missile burns on some of those things. Like, there's so much potential for good space damage, like little impact craters.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah.
Hey, when are we getting like craters or meteors or
You mean like
space debris?
asteroids and such?
Yeah, asteroids and such. There you go.
That is all in the campaign book.
Is it really?
I
was teasing. I didn't know it was in there.
Debris
And-
fields, turning your ship into a debris field, usually not intentional.
and counters for such in the campaign supplement extras pack.
See, this campaign has it all. This Kickstarter has everything. And it's a lot of really cool things.
We like to think so.
Look, I don't even play
I love
miniature
it
war
when they-
games, and I think it's cool. Oh, here you go. Hey, you can count the rings and see how old it is, Maddie.
Yeah.
So this is what I would.
So
This
it's
is
like
a jump error.
1, 2, 3,
Just-
4, 5.
Just remember, Maddie said that with such enthusiasm. You can tell.
That was
happens.
17 hours of printing.
Oh no.
I forgot to check the resin level in the tank before I went to bed that night.
Okay. So it ran out.
Yeah.
See,
Nope, it was using an experimental jump drive and it failed.
look,
I think it just got blindsided by a Leviathan.
that's exactly it. It had that. This is what happens with ramming speed.
Or this is a glancing collision where it just got sliced off.
So I have two. I think they're resin printers, but I'm not really sure. I have to figure that out. I have two printers though that I have to figure out how to use. It's on my to-do list. It's a very long to-do list.
And sorry to say, we've got 10 minutes or so left. Any other questions or anything that anybody else wants to ask while we're all still here?
I will say this, if you don't remember something that you want to ask, you're welcome to join us on Saturday, where we will be talking about this at a game store, except for Ross will be Discording in, so everyone's welcome to join on Discord as well. I know, I think LaFay said you were looking on the Kickstarter or on our website. Did you have any questions? What about you, Smug Redman or Earhart? Because you guys are fairly new. Ernie? Any of you guys have any questions that we didn't cover that you really want to know?
I've just been enjoying the presentation.
It's same. And I sent you something that you needed for your research.
For my research? Ooh,
Yes, ma'am.
cool. I'm gonna go look.
I think we need to get T-shirts with some Leviathan iconography that says "Size Matters."
That would probably sell really well in
I would
certain
wear
places.
that.
I can work on that. But
I would probably wear that as well.
Yeah, I think
okay.
it'd be great for your demo.
That's our
team.
next shirt. That's our next
Demo
shirt.
team, hell, I would wear one in the street.
Oh, I
I
actually
would
have.
too.
So the demo team. So part of my booth, what was my booth babes, decided that they were booth monkeys. They want special T-shirts, and I actually worked on part of an image for that. I will try to find it and share it tomorrow. But now apparently we need Size Matter shirts. Just so you know, Ross, we're going to order Size Matter shirts.
Yeah.
He said with such enthusiasm.
You know, sometimes I feel like Ross does not love the things I come up with as much as I love the things I come up with. Like how Ross is the space pope. I love how no one questions this too, by the way. No one's like, why would Ross be a space pope? No, apparently everyone is okay with this, including his wife. By the way, she was also okay with it. After we explained the Futurama joke.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Mr. Pink, shame on you.
What?
Oh, now I gotta
That
go
was a
look.
legitimate movie.
Posting up pictures of the Mauler.
Once you've got space navies and space politics, you might as well throw in a space pope.
Wow, Mr. Pink. Wow.
That's awesome. Now, all you do is you take your heat gun to that, by the way. I just want you to know. Like, they're talking about, because there is a thing with some of the Mauler with it wants to, okay. And you can hot water bath it to try to get it back in place. But I have enough minis that I own a heat gun, specifically for doing stuff like that. Or undoing stuff like that, however you want to look at it. But I like where you're going with this, Mr. Pink. That should be our new spaceship. Or our new t-shirt, yeah.
I think it should be in space ... size matters.
No, just size matters. With that curved ship.
Good Lord.
I would totally put that on a shirt.
It should be the largest ship that you have, you know, as a way of selling the model as well, I would think.
Oh. Maddie, those were the ones painted by Moose?
That's just really, really good.
Yeah. I wish I painted that nice.
Check these out. This is amazing.
Yeah, I like those. I'd seen those. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I would absolutely put that image and put size matters and big words above it and Fossa underneath it, and then Ross would be annoyed at me.
And you would be perfectly okay with that.
I would.
Yes, it could be movie night related. It is that bad, but yeah.
Well, Lady Styx, do you know the movie that's from?
Probably, but not tonight because I'm a little brain dead. I've been doing stuff all day, but it looked familiar.
That is from the classic Flesh Gordon.
I thought so.
Okay, yes, that would make sense.
Oh my
All
God,
right.
I thought that looked familiar.
All right. Anybody else have any questions so that we don't run out our time making Flash Gordon jokes? Which may be how we use up our time, by the way.
Do we have a timeline for the remainder parts of the short story that's been written for the new Kickstarter?
I saw them. I got to peek at them.
I haven't.
Oh, see, I have access to the
everyone else.
Kickstarter stuff because I have to be able to post updates, so I can peek. Haha.
we've got 7 days left. We won't leave you hanging after the campaign closes next Friday. Let's put it that way. So, part 3 later this weekend, and part 4 Friday after the campaign closes. How about that?
If you don't back, you can't see part 4. It will only be for backers. Ah, take that, you bastards.
Yes, do that. Do exactly that.
Yeah. No, I'm
I have
serious.
it on your authority then.
Yeah, Maddie. Always right. Maddie said it was
if
good.
I wasn't already.
See?
If I wasn't backing already, that would get me to back.
On part 3, you should tell them part 4 comes out after and it's for backers only. And always right. Maddie said it was okay.
Way to make everybody love Maddie.
I love Maddie. It's a good, smart plan, Maddie.
I'm just putting my non-existent marketing degree to use.
See? Smug Redman, LaFay, Earhart, you guys haven't been here. Ernie, if you stick around and you show up often enough, you'll get cool nicknames like, unofficial, official co-host, and always right, Maddie. Unless your lady sticks, and then we're all afraid, and we just call her ma'am.
It's not true. I am not afraid to ever employ pointy stick. I'm just saying.
All
it's
right.
a thing.
It is a thing. All right, we've got a couple minutes left. If there are no questions, I guess we start on the Flash Gordon jokes.
Wow.
What? Have you met us?
So here's a quiz. What was Flash Gordon's actual sport of choice in the original?
Wasn't it football?
Football? Yeah.
Wait,
That
how
was it in the
original?
movie.
Are we going back all the way back to black and white?
Yes, I'm talking like radio
Oh.
drama stuff.
I thought he was a polo player.
Boom.
Yeah, it wasn't football. It was polo or
Yep.
yeah.
He was a polo player.
Yeah.
Nice.
The fact that you know
was a
that
football
to make the question is awesome.
I listen to a lot of old radio. A lot. I'm a huge fan of The Shadow and the Phantom, all that stuff, all the pulps. I'm a big
Is there someplace you can download a bunch of that?
Oh, I'm sure.
I know it's all general use now. I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
Yeah, because I mean, I could I could go for weeks at work with just that.
There's a lot of old time radio on YouTube, like couple hour long compilations. There's also a lot of film noir movies presented on there, and I'm a huge fan of film noir. So
It's also a really good place, honestly, to gank ideas for your game. Honestly, depending upon what you're playing.
Oh yeah.
It would be kind of fun to do a whole classic battles based off of old TV shows and radio shows and all that kind of stuff. I think that would be kind of cool.
The cool fun part is when you do that stuff, but you don't tell the players, and you see who figures it out.
Exactly.
So like,
Yeah, I don't think I've put any Flash Gordon Easter eggs in Etherstream yet. I have to work on that.
Yeah, you need to.
I've stuck in some other movies and references, but
you could
no
say they
no
used
Flash
the
Gordon.
Zarkov drive.
So there for a while, I just wasn't having great ideas. So when it would come to like Gen Con games, I would just look at the friend group and be like, give me something crazy. Let's see what I can do. And so like my first game that I ran for 4th edition for FASA was actually based off of Monty Python's Killer Rabbit. And I think the last one I ran for FASA that was based on something, I had 2 tables figured out. And one of them just goes, oh my God, we're playing Dude, Where's My Car? And I said, yes, you are. Nothing like playing 1879 and really it's Dude, Where's My Car?
I
Which
ran my first game of Earth Dawn last night.
Congrats! How did it go?
You guys have some converts now from D&D, because oh man, once they saw like the level of customization and stuff you could do, and yeah, and combat.
You mean where you can control your own
flowed.
character sheet? It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, and the fact that everything is part of the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
So like, there's no weird dissonance. Why am I doing this? Because legend.
Right.
Oh. Why are there dungeons out here? Oh, because of this. Everything
has a purpose.
In the game makes sense.
Yep. It's one of the great things
And
about it.
They had a lot of time, and one of them was playing a Nethermancer who normally played martial characters, and like I could tell instantly they fell in love with this discipline.
That is fantastic to hear. That's what we like to hear around here.
How do you not like Nethermancers?
So I was gonna say, one of the things that I have been asked recently, for those of you who don't know, apparently you can just text me and say, hey, call me, I have questions, and apparently I will actually call you and stuff. I hope he joins the Discord, and I think he'll have a great time. We're a good community. But he had said something about getting Leviathan in his local game store. And what I told him is what I'm going to tell you guys. If you want to see it in your local game store, you have to ask your local game store to carry it. Like, we can't talk them into it. But if you guys talk them into it, they can come to the faucetgames.com site and contact us, and we will help them set up a how to buy as a storefront, or they can go to Studio 2 Publishing and they will also help you buy as a storefront. But please, show the game to your friends. Ask the game stores to carry it. It is a fantastic game. I don't know anyone who's tried it who hasn't liked it. Todd, Ross, any parting words of wisdom or lack of wisdom, or good size matter jokes? We'll take any of the above.
I think Andy's getting desperate for the size matter jokes.
Dude, we still have like 7 days, and I don't actually know that many. But hey, LaFay has hooked me up. He's got me a website that I can go check out and work on tomorrow evening. Ha! Take that.
2 websites, more than 100 jokes.
See? We have the best community anywhere. What other community is sending you dick jokes that you wanted?
Oh, wanted. No, that's different. That's different.
Yeah.
Just remember, encourage her.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, just remember, you encouraged her.
I didn't need a lot of encouragement.
That's true.
Weren't there supposed to be some Carolina Reapers involved with this?
I wanted it, and Todd was okay with it. No, Todd was okay with it. We figured Ross would not be. Ross would just glare at us. However, Todd had a great plan, because here's the problem. See, Ross doesn't have the camera pointed at Ross. We need to do this at Gen Con next year, or Origin next year. And that way I can film the two of them, and Ross can't just hide and not be on the camera when he has to try it. Good plan, Todd. Thanks. Ross, if you're mad, it was Todd's plan.
It's all my idea.
That's right.
You just do hot wings and beer.
Oh no, I'm gonna make him actually take bites out of Carolina. Look, Steve-O did it for oh my gosh, Ryan Reynolds. So surely Ross and Todd will happily chew on a Carolina Reaper.
Is there a reason you don't like us, or you just,
Look. It seemed like good advertising for Ryan Reynolds and Steve-O's whatever the hell they were selling.
They seem like they have plenty of money in advertising. I don't think
And
it's
look,
going to hollow
I'm
out.
just
If you can
if
get
she
100,000 followers to witness that, then I think Todd and I would probably agree.
if she does get you to do this, just remember tequila will take the pain away.
That's good to know.
That's somewhat true, but
Wait,
then
wait. Does
tequila
it actually
has
take
like
the
a
pain away,
completely
or does it just make you not care that you're in
Same
excruciating
difference. Same difference.
Exactly.
Well, alcohol will wash the oil
And I can
away.
up that.
Tequila
I can
is
up that. It's just not legal to take into other states, but I can fix that for you. Moonshine has a higher alcohol content. So,
Yeah, but
true
tequila has a
moonshine.
reputation.
Yes, but I have a still.
The way I always put it is my body really hurts.
I was gonna say uncut whiskey, uncut moonshine, apparently will make your face tingle and numb. So it's fine. It'll wash that all away.
You'll notice that we are silent as this conversation carries on.
Of course.
Right. That's because
Because
Ross
you're
doesn't.
smart.
That's because Ross doesn't think I can get 100,000 viewers. But for this, maybe I can work overtime and try harder. I've been trying pretty hard, but put more time into it.
Well, the thing is if you YouTube that for prosperity, then you can enjoy it 20 years later.
Exactly. And of course, we'd put it on YouTube. Just like this will go on YouTube. And Ross will be so proud. All right. Any last questions from anybody? No words of wisdom, Todd?
I'm the worst person for wisdom, but my parting words would just be along the lines of, if you haven't tried the game, give it a try. I think it's fun, but I'm biased. And we're always here to answer any questions or just chit chat and make meetings go faster during the workday.
We do have a fabulous community.
Yeah, and as someone that played at Gen Con and in a big scenario, I mean, it was very enjoyable. I think all the players and everyone that was watching really liked what they were experiencing. So, yeah, this weekend I'll head to my gaming store and I'm going to show them the Kickstarter again, and I'll actually mention to them too if they're interested to reach out directly to get into the store buying side of things. So.
Yeah, and any of your friends that are curious can also join the Discord, and we're going to be talking with Ross about all of this again Saturday. And Ross is going to teach us how to play and all of that. Please notice, we know Ernie because Ernie shows up at Gen Con and Ernie backs our stuff. And if you missed it because you were not here at the beginning, I was like, Ernie and I need to go to dinner next Gen Con. And Ernie's like, but Ross makes you work the whole time. And I'm like, yeah, damn it. And so Ross invited him to the company game next year at Gen Con.
There you go.
I literally had a customer. I was going to say, I literally had a customer who I had to call about an order who texted me to say he had a question about the Kickstarter. Could I call him and answer questions for a minute? And I did. You are not going to find a better community than what we have. We have the nicest people here. So, Ernie, what do you want to say?
Yeah.
Oh no, I concur 100%. I always make it a point and to stop by and see you guys because I like what you guys do, and you guys clearly believe in the mission, so I'm good with that, and I appreciate it. So I always want to stop by and say hey.
Thank you, Ernie. Hexel, you want to say something?
Thank
you. Actually, I would like to thank the community, especially the Discord. I was actually really nervous running a system that I hadn't ran before, and they were helping me every step of the way.
I told you they're sweethearts. Like, we have the best fans in fandom. So if you don't interact with us, you need to. We're fantastic. They're wonderful people here. All right, Mr. Pink, my lovely official, unofficial co-host. Parting words?
And he also has the best devs in devdom.
We do. And I love that. Always right, Maddie?
Everyone needs more spaceships.
Especially size matters,
Do-
big ones.
Do the full Maddie tour of everything.
That's yes.
A full Maddie.
Oh my gosh, can we make that?
Goes in the
Can we make a
lexicon.
kick?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That should be a
I'll say
tier.
this too, and I haven't run this by anyone at all whatsoever, but if anyone else spends $1,000 or more on this Kickstarter, I will write your character into a story.
That is.
Not going to let it drag out like Towers. No
Thank
way.
you
It'll
so
just be
much.
a character.
I'm still fighting with that poor thing. I just need I think
know.
5 or 6 more maps in the layout. That's it. Like the writing is done. It's gone through editing. And then Ross, parting words?
7 days left. Got to get at least that first stretch goal so we can get some injected molded versions. And Maddie, there's a lot of $700 pledges in there that might bump up and get you on your
Well, that's why I said 1,000.
on your vow.
You know, we
And I mean
might
it too.
put that.
I will.
We might put
And
that
I will
in one of the
absolutely will not
updates.
tell Todd.
Well, as I said, updates going out this weekend. We have a 924.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I think we put that in the updates. Lady Sticks.
We make games because we like to play them. So thanks for
helping.
thanks
supporting.
for playing. Yep.
Thanks for playing with us.
And all of that.
Lady Sticks.
Night all. See you next week.
All right.
See you guys tomorrow.
Anybody else? Our new joiners? You guys want to say goodbye?
Thanks for
Good night,
putting us
everybody.
on.
Thanks for doing this.
All right. Well, I'm going to say goodbye too, and I'm going to stop the stream, and then I will try to start doing this one tonight so that I'm not behind like I was with last week's. Good night, everyone.